know Bruiser, the famous TikTok tractor riding dog with 2 million views of his tractor riding video. So Bruiser said it's a beautiful day for a tractor ride. Well, welcome back to day 2 of planting. Today we're supposed to be put fungicide on wheat day. But you can look up there at the trees and see what the wind situation is. I did just run 50 acres. And it was doing a good job for the most part if you could keep your boom down low. I got Robert down here airing some ground. We might just go plant some corn if my tractor will stay together. It's only day 2 of planting. In my head, feels like it's about to literally bust up. Well, we're going to see how this old iPhone does. We're planting along here about 4.7, 4.8 mile an hour. That's where I typically run. I know we're not going to be able to plant the flat down there, but as behind as we are, I thought we needed to go on and get this hill planted. Y'all can see the difference in my tinted windows there. It's a little rough on the side of these terraces where we done some dirt work a couple years ago. I had intentions of taking the disc and working them terraces up and leveling them up, but the weather we're having, we're just having to make do with what we got. Planting conditions need to take some down pressure off as we get in this heavier ground. Probably won't run about 10 pounds. Just enough to kind of keep the airbags inflated. Planting conditions really improved today. Up there on the hill was planting really good. All these old flats, they're still wet. They're still wet. Of course, I'm wanting to film something, so my auto steer is going to act a fool, work perfectly all day, but the minute you pull out a camera, crap goes south. When I get done at the end of the day, though, we'll have about 20% of our corn planted over a 2-day period. If we can get some, if we can just get some good days running, we can blow through the corn pretty quick. Everything is in big blocks this year, which is going to be really helpful. We got the command center here going. Got the climate field view here. It's doing its thing, mapping, record keeping, so on and so forth. Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is day 3 of planting. The first day that things have done what I really say are planting right. This right here is planting like a dream. Got good moisture. Well, of course we got good moisture, but you know, the ground's mellow, planting good. Nudging my line just a little. These little fields, I use these markers to kind of help me keep track. When I get out in big open fields, I don't use them as much. But you can see right here, probably everybody in the country probably made fun of me for digging these 2 ditches here. But you know what? I planted more of these. This is the first spring ever that I'm gonna get to plant these springs. I dug through the heart of them springs, piled that dirt up here and crowned it where it shed that water off. So I'm gonna get to plant them. They might not make anything, but at least I am gonna get to plant them and drive through here. But I'm gonna put y'all down because it is a little pumpy and things could get a little squirrely at some point. They're all ground pumping. Well, like I said, it might not make nothing, but for the first time ever, that is planted. The biggest thing I should have done, though, I didn't quite get them in line with my rows, but got them in line with my rows better, I'd have been in pretty good shape. That's the only thing that's unfed out here is these ditches where the water's seeping outside them hills. It's a little damp there, but like this ground right here where I'm at, you couldn't ask for it to plant no better. Well, let's get old Pedro here started. I've got the image stabilization on iPhones ain't that great, is it? Oh, y'all like to witness me falling. Let's get old Pedro here started. We don't need no air conditioning this morning. Go on, feed and go on, feed and water these old hogs before I go to the field. That way I ain't gotta do it when I get home tonight. I ought to make them clean that up a little more. I'll give them a little. Just made it over here to the field. Got the starter fertilizer trailer, 16 bags of corn seed. First corn we planted, we did not run starter fertilizer on. This year we're only running starter fertilizer on this lower fertility ground. I feel like that's where you see your biggest benefit to starter fertilizers on your lower fertility ground. Well, y'all gonna get to see more tillage action here on this channel than y'all ever have. Let me get the old 496 unfolded here. It's the first time I've pulled this disc any to amount to anything since 2020. We worked about 75 acres up in 2020. I don't really pull the disc a lot, but we're here on a new farm. There's 35 acres in this farm. We just picked it up. It was had corn on it in 2020, I believe, and it set out last year, and they kept it bush hogged, and there's some clumps of grass and stuff. It needs to be leveled up. If it wasn't for that, I'd know it. But we're gonna set this old 496 down in the ground here, and we're gonna see what we got.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 4th, and I am out here at my farm. Got in here late last night. Made 3 passes here on the inrows. Just see what it's gonna do, the planter. Down here checking my seed depth. Showing about 1 3/4 inches. So I'm definitely gonna deepen it up. Gonna set my row cleaners a little more aggressive, or drop them down about 1/2 notch anyways, and might put some more attention on the closing tail wheels here, just to close that seed trench a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Fixing to get started here. I'm fired up. To see the password, and there y'all can see what I done last night, just them 2 passes. Crank up the down pressure just a little. We'll start right there. Or made it around probably 200 foot, so get out, check everything. Doing a lot better on closing the seed trench. So here we go, check our seed depth here. Ground's still playing heavy, but it is May 4th, and it is time to get it planted. Earthworms. I'll find her here in a minute. There's our seed right there. Set them on top of there. 2 inches. So that's pretty good. I'll just need to check my down pressure, make sure we're getting good contact, and should be ready to go. Check this, because that was about gone. Good thing I got a wrench up in the tractor. I had just brought this blade tractor over here on Monday, pushed up all the limbs. You can see right here where I pushed, and this big dude right here dropped one. You can see there I'm paying pretty low population, and the reason is right up against these trees in this fence row. Normally them trees suck all the moisture out of the corn, so I'm not gonna waste any seed on it. So the trees can suck all the moisture out of it. When I get out in the middle of the field, I'll bump it back up to where it needs to be. So we're on the long rows now, pretty long rows right through here. But yeah, we're shooting our straight AB line. See, we're back up to 28.9. You can see right here the red where I turned it down quite a bit. But we are rolling right along. Should be done in 47 minutes, it says. 11.76 acres an hour. Well, it feels good to be out here planting, because yesterday when I woke up there was supposed to be an 80% chance of rain, and I was thinking that I'll never get my corn planted, that we're going to be behind, that, you know, this is a pretty tough old hill, as you can see, and generally you want to try to get them as planted as early as possible, and here it is May 4th, and I think the last time I had corn on it, it was planted May 8th, 9th, somewhere in there. This second farm replanted, and you know, so we're about a month behind that, so I was beginning to get worried. I was pretty discouraged, but luckily, I guess the good Lord, He was looking out for us. He's always looking out for us, but we missed that big chance of rain. Sun come out, wind blew, got a lot of drying. Conditions are still not ideal, but at least we're out here able to get it planted. You know, we're that much further ahead, so that's just a testament to God. He's always looking out for you. He's always got a plan, and He, as it says in the Bible, there's a time to plant and a time to harvest, and He knows when it's time to plant. And I guess it's time to plant, because we missed that rain, and here we are planting. So running on probably close to 1 o'clock. I'm getting pretty hungry. Dylan's probably wondering where I'm at, what I'm doing. But I'm giving her all she's got.
Well, I got my starter fertilizer pumped on. Got my zinc in. Believe I can turn that little feller off. It should be thoroughly mixed. Over there putting fungicide on wheat. There's been quite a bit of that done with the plain beans. It's so wet. Everybody's so far behind. Well, I'm back at it. Fixing to stick his tire on. I had to, I would be in a hurry, but it don't do no good. I mean, I was planning on having a big day, and we're sticking a new tire on. I think the harder you push, the more goes wrong. So I've decided just work steady, and you get done what you get done. Ain't no sense in killing your darn self, because the harder we push, the more, it seems like the more crap goes wrong. I don't like doing that block like I done it, and if the ground had been wet, that would have never worked. But it got me by. I worked with what I had on the truck. So I'm going to stick his tire on, and we'll be right back where we started from. We got Corn Dog with us today. That's an iPad. That's my planter monitor. That is my guidance. Do you think we should have a TV in here? Up there? I tell you what, if things will run smooth today, when we get the auto steer running, we might watch a YouTube video on the tablet. What do you think? But everything's got to be running right.
Okay.
Might need to get it pushed down a little more. Alright, now tighten it. What are we doing, Walt? It's gonna be over about as soon as it started, ain't it? Alright, man, let's see how that rides. Let's go pick up your Uncle Bob. Well, we're rained out again. We got about a 1/4 inch of a shower over here. I don't know what we got where we was working is enough to make everything slick and sticky, so we're gonna have to park the planter